Hey guys, we're back with more Star Ocean 3. So last time we escaped the Sphere Company, or Nintendo headquarters as I like to call it, and we arrived in Ellicor 2, and we need to get the Sacred Orb so that we can reach Luther and stop him. But currently the Sacred Orb is in, like, Aquios, and yeah, it's protected by the people of Aquarius, so yeah. But what I want to do is some side content, because there's a bonus dungeon here, and well, this is probably as good an opportunity as ever to do it. Now, this dungeon is, like, you can do this dungeon early on if you want. I just think this is a good opportunity to do it at this point. But you could do this earlier. I didn't want to do it earlier because, well, it can be a bit tricky, and well, I just wanted to focus on getting through, like, the early portions of the game. But if we go down here, there's a little bridge over here, as you can see. Oh, we've got these enemies great. Better deal with these guys first. And yeah, as you can see, the enemies here are a lot stronger now, so you don't need to use the Gutsy Bunny on these things. Let's go that way. Oh, for God's sake, I hate that freaking specific, like, thing. Right. Now we have to bring Cliff back because he got killed by them things. Use grating. That gets the job done. Let's get some ramen. Oh, that cheers petrification. That might actually be handy, to be honest. Yeah, just use that. That's MP. We'll keep that for when we need that. Let's just use that. Yeah, we'll use that. And you know, 20 HP. Is there something that's actually... Screw it, we'll just have that. Oh no, good. That's MP recovery. That could be useful actually. That's MP recovery, that's MP. Right. Oh, alright, we get that. We get the gist now. Right. Anyways, we're going to cross over this bridge here, and we'll get to a new area in Arisa Fields. Now, this will lead us to a new dungeon that we haven't done before, so yeah, like... Obviously, you could have come here earlier, but I thought this was a good time to do it, personally. But this is a dungeon that they added in the director's cut version of the game, along with what's her name, Mirage and Adre, are playable characters in the director's cut. So like, if you have the director's cut version, which I have, then you'll be able to use them, and you'll be able to access this dungeon. Obviously, like this, like you could do this earlier, but I'm doing it now because, well, I just personally would rather do it now. But yeah, you've got this whole area of Arisa Fields, which you might as well, like, roam around. As yeah, if you look, it basically ends up at that bridge. I don't know if it is like Surfurio over there, but it looks like it connects to Surfurio, so this looks like the other side of the bridge that connects to, like, Surfurio over there. So it's we're technically around Surfurio, pretty much. Sort of. But it's the Arisa Fields, so yeah. Either ways, yep, the entrance to the dungeon is down here, so we're going to head into the Aquatic Gardens Surfurio, yes. So, as I say, this dungeon is completely optional. You don't have to do this dungeon. But I find this place to be kind of interesting. It's an interesting dungeon. Got a cool aesthetic. I know I should probably say that, you know, this dungeon sucks because, you know, it's a Star Ocean 3 dungeon, and don't worry, like, it's gonna prove that it's a Star Ocean 3 dungeon. Oh, it is. You're gonna find that out very soon when you get to the point where we get to the block sections of the dungeon. I'm not gonna waste too much time fighting unless I have to. Like here, for example, like these enemies are all kind of outdated at this point. There's really no reason to fight them unless you just really bored or just want to fight something, I guess, to get your battle trophy up or whatever the hell. But yeah, ultimately, the enemies here like are just all outdated. So the only reason to go here, well, there's a few reasons. As I say, obviously you can get some treasure when you go there, but one of the reasons is there's something you can unlock from doing this. So yeah, as you see, there's 2 holes here, and we have a bit of a block puzzle to do here. So what we want to do, pay attention to like where you can push, and we need to move this block, and that'll move it forward, and then we'll move this block forward. Right, that sounds straightforward enough. Now, this is where it gets more complicated. So, in fact, I think that might be because there's a song called More Complicated, and I think that's actually might be the song that's playing now. Either that or I forget if that's the title of the song that's playing or not. But yeah, you can move this block and this block here, and obviously this lets you go through here. But I do like the aesthetic of this dungeon, to be honest. Probably one of the more interesting dungeons, and the fact that this is a director's cut dungeon is, yeah, it's kind of weird. Like, this was supposed to be a dungeon that was a big part of the game or something, but like, in a way, this game, it's like all Star Ocean games, you know, they're all unfinished. They all are, to some degree. Well, maybe except maybe 6, I don't know, but, or Blue Sphere. Blue Sphere doesn't, like, Blue Sphere and 6 were kind of more finished games, but most of them are kind of unfinished. There's a lot of, like, I suppose all games are to some degree, but, like, I think that they definitely wanted to add more to this game, and this was one of the dungeons that they had, and they just didn't have a use for it, so they didn't bother putting it in and finishing it. Until the director's cut version where they bothered to finish it, and yeah, this is what you get once you get the director's cut. And yeah, it's kind of interesting because we don't really know much about Surfurio. Clearly the Surfurio area was supposed to have more of an important role to play in the game, but obviously it didn't have a big enough role. Like, it probably had its own story arc that never really got expanded on, and I thought, like, who are the Menodocs, and what culture do they have, or anything like that. You don't really find that out. They're just kind of there, you know what I mean? And Roger's there, and and that's about it. And Roger's an optional character anyways, so yeah. But yeah, this is where things get a little bit trickier, because now you've got, like, you don't want to do it there, because I think you want to do this one first, because if you do that one, then that's going to block the way of another one. So we're not going to do that. As I say, I'm going to try doing this one, I guess. We'll move this block here, because we can always move it back. We don't want to move that because we'll miss out on the treasure chest, so yeah, we'll move this one instead. There we go, and then we can grab the treasure. Synthesis materials, that's always handy to have. Right, so now we have more blocks to move. As I say, we can't move that forward, so obviously we can move this, so we're going to move this forward, which will allow us to get through here, so that we can move this here, like so. But that means that we can't go through there, or can we? Yeah, we can. But now we're here. Yeah, as you can see, it gets a bit tricky, doesn't it? But we can go around here and grab this treasure chest for some smithing material, but we already have enough, so... But we can go this way. And get another treasure chest for a holy sword. I don't think there's any point in getting that. Let's have a look at it. Let's just have a look at the stats of the holy sword, just out of curiosity what it's like. Yeah, it's not great. Yeah, a lot of the equipment is pretty outdated here, but yeah, as you can see, like, you can't go through here unless you do the puzzle. But once you leave, it cancels out the puzzle. Now, there's multiple routes that you can go to and from. Obviously, you can't go anywhere around there right now, but yeah, we can do this and go down here. And this will take us around here, another happy thing or whatever. Yeah, we can't seem to cross over there to get that chest right now, but we can go down here. And yeah, I'm gonna try and avoid the fights here. I just want to get through the dungeon. I think that's kind of the main goal of this. As I say, you've got these areas here, which I think will open up when you activate the puzzle. But I'm not going to do the puzzles just yet. As I say, I'm just like mostly just trying to roam around here first and see what's around. Yeah, there's not really much here, it seems, so we're gonna head back. And I think this might be the best time to start doing the puzzles, so that we can access the next few areas. Right. So, yeah, this is back to where we were before, so obviously we move this. And, we'll move this. And, yeah, we'll move this one here, because obviously this one's not going to get in the way. Get into the corner. Move that one. Yeah. And we can, well, that's the thing, isn't it? Because there's different routes that you can take. But we're going to go forward. And that'll take us back here, won't it? So, yeah, we've got all the way over here as well. And, yeah, this is where the treasure chest was. There we go. Let's open it. 8,200 full. Well, we have plenty of full right now left. We could have more, I guess. Especially if we're doing bonus content, but we're not right now, so yeah. But yeah, if you're struggling with fights, this is a dungeon that you can do, because all the fights outside have fucking executioners out there, which are extremely difficult. So if you want an easy fight, you can fight these guys, but I mean, you could use the Gutsy Bunny if you want, but it's not essential. I don't really care enough to do that. Yeah, Blackberry's a bear. Let's go through here. And, well, yeah. Ambushed by a bunch of fucking harpies, great. And they're all gonna die now because they're all stupid and they decide to oppose me. One does not simply oppose Maria and live to tell the tale. But, yeah. What's this? We've got, Blackberries again, yeah. Right. There we go. And, yeah, we've got another block puzzle here, boys. As I say, we're gonna have to really be a bit more careful what we do here. Start by moving this block here. Yeah, let's move this. We can move this here now, because we've got the treasure chest. Not that there was any point, but yeah, we can move it. And we've got this one here, let's move that there. And yeah, now we are here. Yeah, we can't really go there, can we? So, yeah. The only thing we can do now is move this. And then we can move that. Which leaves us here. I don't think we can move this anywhere, no. I think we've snookered ourselves, I think we've fucked ourselves there. Let's just start again. Right. Right, let's start with this then. With that, like, there's no point in moving that one, so we'll move this one. It's gotta be this one, and instead of the white one, we'll move this. This won't really do us much good. Obviously we could move this back, I guess, but would there be any point in that? I don't think there would be. So, the question is, what do we move next? I guess we can go back around and maybe then we can mess with a few things here. I don't know. Let's try and move this. And then move this up here. Right, there we go. So we can't, there's no point in moving that right now. Yeah, you can't, there's no point in moving that. Yeah, this one's the tricky one, isn't it? This one. It's definitely a tricky one. Well, we can try and just move this just for the sake of it. And yeah, it's not going to work, is it? We're going to have to retry this. Yep, let's try this time. This way. Right. I mean, I can kind of see why, because that's pointless, but we have to go move this block, which will block off another area here. But that's just the way it is, there's not much you can do about that. What else can we move? Right, we've got a choice of red block, and we've got another, well, we can move this back, I guess. But once we've moved the red block we can. And then we can move the blue block. Like so. I can move that back, I guess. And yeah, this will allow us to move these blocks over here. So if we move this block next, we get that in the corner. There's the treasure chest. This will allow us to move this block over here. Move that over there. this will allow us to move this block here. And then we've got this block here. Then we can get around and yeah, we need to get there, don't we? So that means we have to move this block back and go around, and then we are through. Yeah. You know, you just gotta be persistent, I guess, with some of these block puzzles, you know? Sometimes I surprise even myself, you know? And I'm supposed to be the useless person when it comes to solving these puzzles. But people complain a lot about this dungeon being, like, really complicated, but, you know, like, compared to, like, doing, like, the Hola shit, and, like, the Ursa Caves bullshit, this is actually quite easy, I find. I think this is probably one of the game's better dungeons. I know it's a bit of a hot take from me, but I don't mind this one. I think this one's alright. You know? Like, it's one of those dungeons where, you know, it's got a few puzzles, but they're not, like, the worst puzzles ever. They're tolerable ones. You know, it's just like, yeah, you just and it's optional as well. The whole dungeon's optional, so it's not forced puzzle solving. If it was, then I'd probably feel a little differently. But it's not forced, so, you know, it's not a problem. So when it's forced, that is a problem. But, yeah.
Let's find worthy opponents next time.
It's not really that big of an issue, from what I can see. It's just a few, like, statues moving back and forth, and like loads of interconnected bridges and stuff, and some block puzzles. It's basically the dungeon. It's, you know. But yeah, I'm gonna walk up here and to another area. So just this floating area in the sky, you know. Oh, it's a bit of a cool area, I'd say. Yeah, I don't know. I like this place. Yeah, I like the music. I like the dungeon. You know, and this is originally cut content. It wasn't in the original game. They added it later in the director's cut. So you know. I mean, it's an extra dungeon, and I can't really complain since it's not a terrible one. But yeah, as you can see, we've got all this here. Clearly, there's going to be a complicated one here. Yep, there's a block over there, for example, and yeah, that's where we need to get to. But to actually open that, we need to solve all of this. So the question is, what are we actually supposed to be doing here? Well, this goes into a corner here, which will block off a path. Oh, it's not a corner. Yeah, this will block off a path. This will sort of block off a path. I think we should pick this one. I'm gonna go with the white one first. Might be wrong. We'll find out later if we are. But this opens up all of this, so yeah. Let's move that. And this will let us access this, which you might not think means much yet, but the thing is, we can move this, and oh wait, hang on a minute, maybe not. Yeah, maybe we can't move that just yet, as we've just got this as well, and this, well, this does go back a bit, doesn't it? So maybe we can get that treasure there. If we move things around a bit, but then again, it's not looking good, is it? Yeah, we'll just mess about. We've probably fucked it, but you know, I'm not giving up just yet. Yeah, I think this is not looking good, really. But this was just round one, you know. At the end of the day. Yeah, you could move that, but why bother after moving this? Probably should have moved that, to be honest, in retrospect, but well. Yeah. pointless. Let's retry. Right, let's go back to this and start again. Right, so it was a good idea at the time, but the idea didn't age well, I'm just going to say that. I mean, yeah, there's a gap there, and we don't want to block that. That's basically the gist of that. But this right here, this particular block, this yellow block, cannot be moved. So what we need to do is we need to move this, I think. This white block here. Then move this red block, maybe. Actually, I think I might have fucked it. Yeah, I think I have, because I can't actually move that. Never mind. Let's restart. Okay, let's try another block puzzle thing. Let's try this. Let's try another one. Yeah, we've got the red one here. Maybe the red one is the better option than instead of the white one. Let's go with the red one instead. Because this goes around like that. Right, now we have obviously we need to get that white one, don't we? But we can't get to it just yet. So if we move this here, what will this do? Still the same problem, isn't it? That moves over there. Yeah, this doesn't really... Let's retry again. Yeah, it's a bit tricky. Let's move this. No, let's not move that. Let's not focus on that right now. Let's focus on getting through this. This moves over here. That might make things a little interesting. Right, let's move this over here. And if we move that there, then well, hang on a minute. Got this thing here. This will completely block that treasure chest, but it would allow us to go around there. But this goes over here, which leads down there. So there isn't anything over there, so that blocks the exit off. We don't want to push that. This one blocks that red one, but the red one we want to hang on a minute. I could, like, if I move this, I could move that. So I'm going to try moving this white one. Now that we've done that. Then move this white one back down here. Oh yeah, that's the problem, isn't it? Now I can't go down there. Oh yeah, we've got this, haven't we? Move this over there. Now we can go here. And we can move the red block down here if we wanted to. But it's moving it down that we want to do, isn't it? Oh yeah, it's the whole point of this is to be able to move that blue block down. So we need to get behind the blue block somehow. And to do that we need to move this block up here. So we're going to move this and then go there to get to that blue block. Move that down there and move this over here. We should get to the blue block that we want to push down. The problem is now that how do we get rid of this? How do we move that? Well, we can move around here now, so even though we can't really get past there with this, we'll still be able to move this if we push that there. One way or another. So we'll move this, and if we move this out of the way for a second, and we can oh shit, maybe we'll flip this. Hang on. Not so sure right now. Hang on, can we move this back? Yes we can. Right, let's move this back. And we push this here. There we go. Right, so now what we want to do is push this back here, which will do that. And yeah. Then we can push this over here eventually, but we'll need to figure out what we do next now. So that basically so this won't be able to just up and leave simply if we do that, and that's going to be a problem unless we can somehow get over there, which there isn't an easy way to do that by the looks of it. So yeah, this could be tricky. We can't really use that, so there's no point in trying anything there. All of these are from the back, including that, which is a bit of a pain. Like, you can move this, but it will only move like a little inch. So, yeah, this is going to be a complicated one, is this. Unless I can just move this back here, I guess. I guess we can just try and do that. And maybe move that over there. But is there any point in that? I mean, we can't really push that there. But what would that allow us to do? You know, if we push that over there, would we actually be able to do something? Or would we not? That is the question. I don't think it would really be worth doing, because it just block us there, and like, is there any reason to be there or anything like that? By the looks of things, no. Like, from where we can push things, like, pushing this makes sense, but only to a point. Like, pushing this doesn't make any sense anymore. There's no point in that. Like, and it won't, like, pushing this will just get us blocked by that yellow one. Unless we push that yellow one back, which I guess we could do. But I suppose, what else can we do? Like, let's push this back, I guess. And then move that back here. And then we're back here again. Yeah, this is where things get tricky, isn't it? Yeah, like, I mean, definitely a tricky one is this. I mean, we could just move that and block that out, and then that might allow us to get around here, but would there be any point to that? We'd need to look around here and kind of like make that decision. I mean, obviously, there's got that area over there, but that area over there is pointless. Trying to figure out, because I can't, that only moves a little tiny bit. How do we get that red one to go away? You have to get behind, but how do you get behind it? That's the question. I don't understand how you're supposed to do that. Even if you move that there, you still can't get through that passage. So how do you get through there? That is the question. That is a good question, actually. I don't know how you're supposed to get through there. Yeah. This is going to be complicated, people. There's got to be a way. I mean, like, this should really just go here. I don't see why this shouldn't go here. Is something wrong with my controller or something? I don't know what it is like. Hopefully I'm not getting like analog drift again. Just bought this controller to fix that problem. Well, either ways. There's not really much we can do because we can't really get away from this side, can we? Can't move that unless you're on that side. So yeah, I'm just gonna push this, I guess. And yeah, we can't get that way now. And yeah, let's just retry. Clearly we've messed up this badly. Very badly. Yeah, let's just get my bearings here. Somewhere down there. Maybe we should head that way. That way seems more plausible to do. So we're gonna try that. Right, so we want to ideally move yeah, move this white block here, I guess, but not so fast. We don't want to do it too quickly. That goes down, doesn't it? That just blocks the way. And yeah, that's another block right there. And not by block, I mean it blocks us in. That's what I mean by that. That moves over there, doesn't it? So that means we can't move that block. This, it's there, isn't it? So we won't be able to go there. Tricky shit, isn't it? Really tricky stuff. Trying to figure out what we can do here. We've got to take one path. I think we should just... That will block that. Can't do that one. What can we do? Is there any one that we can move? Well, that's one way to go, isn't it? So we don't want to do that way. That's pointless because it just blocks the path. I forgot what I did last time, to be honest. Yeah, this could be tricky, man. Either way, that blocks us off completely. There's no way we can get anywhere from there. The only thing we could do is if we got behind, but it's getting behind. You know, we'd have to move something. But which should we move? That's the question. I mean, we could try and move this, but that would block that move off completely. And yeah, that wouldn't move far enough. Then you've got that thing which just blocks off the treasure. Well, that thing could actually open up a route over there, but I don't know. We're going to try this. I think this is the best thing we can do. Let's move this over here. And then we can move that. It'll block the treasure chest, but that's not really a huge issue. Right, I'm not bothered about the treasure. Yeah, blueberry is wonderful. And yeah, we should be able to move it back. And like here. And then you've got this section here. That seems to block. But this blocks as well. But that will block that red one. And it would sort of allow us to go, but we have to pick a route. So if we put this here, for example, we move that forward there, and then we move the red block forward. Hang on, yeah. Don't know if it's my controller or what that's doing that, I don't know. Yeah. Move this, and then we can move this back, and then we can go through here. So that's one thing we could do. So yeah. Yeah, can you die please? Yeah, just trying to kill you, that's all I'm trying to do. So that you just don't waste any more of our time. There we go.
Let's find worthy opponents next time.
Right, so hopefully this leads us somewhere. And we can get the things we want, right. And it takes us to a chest with 15, with money in it. Okay, so it's not really the way we're supposed to be going, I see. But it was worth a shot. At least we know that now. So we don't have to take that route next time. Obviously, like, same problem there. So now we need to get up there. That's the thing. How are we going to do that? I mean, if we move that here, we can't move that. We don't. Well, we can, but we don't want to move it. We don't want to move that at all. But what we could do is move this and move this back, and just do everything except from like moving this forward. Maybe, but I don't think there's any point in that. I don't really think there is. Like, because we can't move that block there until we, like, so, yeah, like, I don't think we can do that. That can only move in that direction, this can move there, but what's the point, because it's only, you can only move that blue block, and, yeah, like, this is, it's getting tricky, this. How am I going to get through this? Yeah, so we've got this white block here. Let's move this down there. And we've got this block here. Move this here. Now we can access this area here. Right, so that moves over there, doesn't it? But that red block blocks the way. If we move this, and maybe move this, we can't move that. We have to move this, don't we? But then again, we've got this moved, so where does this go? We can try it, I guess. Yeah, let's move that. There we go. And yeah, we're up here now. Anointed chainmail. A bit outdated at this point, but okay. So yeah, you've got this thing you can move here. But what does that actually accomplish if we do that? Not much. As I say, we still can't move that down there, can we? Or can we? That's the thing, can we? Maybe we can. Or maybe we can't. It'll just block. And that only goes down there. Well, if that goes down there, yeah. How do we move that? I'm trying to figure this out, man. It's not gonna. I'm not gonna lie. It's getting a bit irritating, but I'm trying, people. I'm trying to do this. This is basically what happens when I do puzzles in video games. I just completely like, yeah, this is great. This is definitely my forte right here. Yeah, it's just like you think you've got it, but you haven't. It's just like you think, oh yeah, we're making progress. Oh no, we've made no progress. We have to start all over again. It's just that feeling. You're just like, oh, for God's sake. Like, and yeah, moving that forward won't let us move that blue block. It won't actually let us move at all. So there's no point in moving there. The thing is, it's just figuring out where did you go wrong, you know? Can't move that anyway, so what's the point in moving that? Yeah, that's clearly blocked by the blue block. I think we need to just like restart again. Just simply because I think we made a bit of a fuck up at a certain point. Yeah. Let's say. Right, if we moved that over here, we'd have this over here. We could have moved that, but yeah. That's the thing, you see, you've got this yellow block here as well. The blue block blocks the yellow block, and the yellow block blocks everything. So it's very difficult to know what to actually do with this section here, because that red block right there will block the blue block. I mean, the thing is, if we could move that red block away, then we could move that in theory. But this would move that over there. And then you've got that there that you push forward. Assuming we can actually get there. We'll give it a go, I guess. But, you know, I'm not promising anything, obviously. Let's move that. Then we'll move this. Then we'll move that here. Move this down here. And then we can actually move this. Now if we move this, then we can, it'll block the way, but we kind of want that to happen, because now what we do is we do what we tried to do before. So to do that, we need to obviously like yeah, now we're getting back to the complicated things again. Oh great. Yeah, we do this, don't we? Move that, and now we move this. Then we move that. Oh, do we? No, we just move this. There we go. And then we're in. There we go, boys. We got it. We got it in the end. Well, it took like, I don't know, quite a long time actually. Jesus. Now you see why I don't play fucking puzzle games, people. This is why I don't play them. Because it would just take me too long. I'm just like, you know,
Sorry, but I don't have time.
I'd be here all fucking day, not accomplishing anything, but being stuck on a puzzle for like ages. And it's just like, you know, I just want to actually progress. There just comes a point where you just want to progress. You just want to say, look, I get that you want to offer this extra challenge to people, but I just want to fucking finish the game, you know? I just want to actually continue, like, making progress, and if I get my progress stopped, then, yeah, it's not fun for me. But, yeah, there's a save point here, which looks like we're getting to the end of this place, and, if we go through here... we get a boss fight, and this boss fight should be easy. I mean, it should be. Yeah, you don't get battle trophies for it though.
Let's find worthy
You get a nice
opponents
bit of
next time.
follow for it. And yeah, for beating that boss fight, you get this. The Paracelsus table. Now, what you want to do with this is you want to take this to Welch, which is at Paterni. Obviously, we have to backtrack out of the dungeon now that we've finished it. You know, I think we have to fight these guys again, just because they're blocking the way.
This will be the last time you mess with me.
Yeah, just do normals, but heavy normals.
Let's find
There we go.
worthy opponents next time.
Right, and yeah, we go back through here, and just back through all the puzzle room, but we don't have to do the puzzle anymore. So yeah, we just basically just walk back now. That's basically it. Just head through here, and yeah, here, trying to fight the freaking max beak. Yeah, got this area here. Forget what happens on. Like, we can't even go the other way. Let's go this way first. Oh, there's all this up here. I didn't even go around here, did I? Yeah, there's this whole area. Yeah, you can go this way, I guess, to get back here. Don't know if it's a shortcut or something, but yeah, it's something to be aware of, I guess. Yeah. Oh, this is where we just came from. Oh, wow. So we went backwards. God damn it. Yeah. Right, let's get through this. We're nearly out of this place, I think, but we just need to go around. That's what we need to do. We need to go around it. And go this way, around this bridge over here. Oh, I didn't want to fight you. God damn it. Oh well, if you want to die, there you go. You can die in one hit. Each of you can die in one hit. This punishment for getting in my way and wasting everybody's time. There we go.
That was a fight?
So yeah, it was a bit of a tricky puzzle, but we got through it in the end, you know? At least it's not some big bullshit, you know, like fucking Ursula Advocate, where it's just like, you have to fucking figure out where this key is, and it's just behind the fucking statue, like, you're never gonna search, unless you use a guide, you know? It's just like, and, like, freaking stupid shit like hiding, like hiding progression through an empty treasure chest. Like, you know, like, stuff like that. But yeah, we're just gonna head back through here, and of course this enemy's gonna get in the way. Of course it is. Die. I'm trying to hit you again. Die, and you can die as well. Die. There we go.
Let's find worthy opponents next
Fucking
time.
bell ends, always getting in my way. Kinda sick of it. Kinda wanna move on. Tired of fighting you. You are really boring me to death, enemies. I just want to finish the dungeon that I've just conquered. One thing that really bothers me is that they don't give you a way to traverse out of the dungeon. I want to be able to travel out of the dungeon immediately, you know? I don't want to have to, like, you know... I don't want to have to, like, constantly be, like, walking out of a dungeon after I've beaten it. I just want to, like, fast travel out. Seems to be a thing about Tri-Ace games, not letting you do that. They don't like to let you fast travel out of the place. You know, they like to make you walk back. You know, I mean, Valve Profile 1 literally has a theme song for walking out of a dungeon. It's called Blameless Force, you know?
That was a fight?
So, you know, they clearly want that. They clearly expect you to just walk out. You know, they clearly don't care if your time is being wasted. It's not their problem, you know? They want you to go out and leave the dungeon yourself. And do all the walking. They're not gonna teleport you, rather that'd be too easy, wouldn't it? But yeah, we're gonna leave this dungeon. It's not a bad dungeon, like for Star Ocean 3 standards, it's probably one of the better dungeons, honestly. But yeah, either ways, I think this would be a good time to call it, to be honest, because yeah, it did take a while in that dungeon, but well, actually no, I'm going to carry on because I'm just going to finish what I set out to do, so that I can show you what to do with that table. And yeah, to do that, you just have to go to Paternia. It's nearby. We just need to cross over here and avoid the fucking Proclaimer before... Oh god, they're all dive bombing to kill me. God damn it. Fucking enemies trying to fuck me here. Let's just get around all these enemies. We don't want to fight them. Let's go to see Welch. She'll sort us out with what we need. And yeah, once we go there, we'll go over here and we'll talk to Welch at the Inventors Guild, which is down here. And yeah, when we talk to her, she'll take the Paracelsus table and but yeah. So when you want to you play the versus mode of the game, you can basically just do this. And yeah, this is the multiplayer. Yeah, Star Ocean 3 is the only Star Ocean... I mean, technically Blue Sphere has multiplayer, but it's a little bit different. Like, this is the only Star Ocean game that you can actually play, like, multiplayer with 2 controllers, instead of having to have, like, 2 different Game Boys. But yeah, it's like a fighting game, yeah, so it's actually gameplay, and you can see any character that's here you can play as, like... We don't have Mirage, but you need to get trading cards. So the trading cards unlock characters, so you can basically play the characters that you've unlocked. Yeah, we have several characters here. Whatever, let's just play as Fate. I forget, and there's different styles which this affects the... this ultimately affects the special moves you have. And yeah, Sophia, yeah, she's just gonna have a simple style. We're gonna beat up Sophia, and because of course we are. And yeah, you can select different stages, whatever. We'll fire at the Steer Company. And yeah. So yeah, you can see here, like, yeah, it's basically just that. You just, like, I hate Bloody Fury. Why did I have that move? That's not a good. That's not a good move. But I can do that, and I can do this. Oh, and she doesn't stagger from that, unfortunately. So yeah. But yeah, I can move away from the. Oh, you want to deal MP damage to me now, do you? Is that your little game? But yeah.
How do you like that?
Blade of Fury!
How do you like that?
Blade of Fury!
Just stop trying to whack me with your fucking stick. There we go, I can actually do the fucking move. I don't know why I couldn't juggle her at that point, but for some reason I couldn't. Right. Yeah, that's one combo that Fate can do, that's pretty OP. There we go. Oh, Fury's keeping her alive, what the fuck? There we go.
We're on a roll!
And Fate won. There we go. That's the versus mode. So yeah, as I say, I'm going to call it for this episode, guys. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you all next time.